target audience and allowing them to search for information. So please go to YouTube later when you go back and search for Blend Your Own Adventure on YouTube. Going on to the last one, which is how can you make use of free Google tools. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples how clients in the region are using free tools from Google. So one is a very basic application. So this is Maps. And the incidence of search on Maps is very, very high. And you will find I've searched for HSBC in Jakarta, and you will find a lot of branch locations for HSBC. So this is a great way of using free tools from Google. Anything which is location-based gets searched on Maps. And please try and use such facilities. The next one is iGoogle. And I'm not sure how people are familiar with iGoogle, but iGoogle is nothing but a personalized page on Google. It allows you to customize or personalize your page. So this is my iGoogle page, and I get news from India. I need to be motivated every day. I get a motivational quote. I watch one funny TV commercial every day, and that gets thrown to me every day. And I get a campaign from an Indian famous brand called Amul. I get it on every weekly basis. So this is my personalized page of Google. And how do you use this? So you can actually allow users to pull your advertising messages onto their page. This is absolutely free of charge. It doesn't cost you any money. All you have to do is allow your customers to pull your messages from your site to their iGoogle page. It is estimated that 20% of Google users use iGoogle. And therefore, please try and use this free facility. One of the other exciting products that we have, which is free, is Google Analytics. So Google Analytics actually answers a lot of your questions. So Ariani from 3 or Hutch had a question earlier on how do you measure campaigns online and offline. So later, my colleague Vinny is going to talk about analytics. Over to you, Vinny. Before I do that, I'm like the 4th speaker, I think, since morning. And the chances are I've spoken for 20 minutes, and you've forgotten a lot of it, which is okay. So just wanted to recap on what we have just seen, which is offline campaigns lead to online search queries. Online search leads to offline purchase. Search is extremely good for branding. Content targeting helps you to extend the reach of users. Online can extend the life of your TV commercials. And please feel free to make use of free tools from Google. So, Tramakasi, and over to Vinny.
Okay, one more speaker about this, the unleashed power of search. Mr. Anand, colleague, Mr. Winnie will give the presentation. After that, we can have a Q&A sessions. Thank you.
Sorry, slight technical hitch. Even though we're from Google, we can't be on top of all the technology. Hi, my name is Vinny. I work in an interesting team within Google. We call ourselves the Google Analytics Solutions team. And our role really is to help people with their measurement strategies using our tool called Google Analytics. So one of the things I always try to avoid when I come to events like this is to be the last speaker. And unfortunately, I drew the short straw here. But as I speak about measurement more and more, it actually makes sense to be the last speaker. Because if you listen to all our speakers today, everyone spoke about data, everyone spoke about measurement, everyone spoke about accountability. And so it makes sense to bring measurement in as that last piece about like building a platform across all these different online strategies that you're getting involved in. So today we've listened about a lot of different digital channels out there to drive traffic to your sites, to get engagement going. And the big question that happens is, or comes to mind is, hey, is this actually working, right? We're spending a lot of effort, we're spending a lot of budget, spending a lot of people hours, man hours to drive traffic to our websites. Is this working? We get a lot of questions around this. And so the solution really is to build a measurement platform that spans all these digital channels to help you answer these questions, to be able to track every visitor who is coming through these different channels, and to be able to help you answer whether we're being successful, whether these visits we bring to our website are actually driving value for our customers. And the great thing about an online measurement platform is that you can actually visit every single visitor who comes to your site, as opposed to trying to extrapolate a guess from a platform. Okay, so today I want to cover a few areas. I just want to introduce our tool, Google Analytics. Even though I'll talk about Google Analytics, the thing to remember here is that everything I cover is actually applicable to any other tool that you use out there. So a lot of this is not specific to Google Analytics, but it's a tool I'm comfortable with, so that's the area I want to focus on. So if you're using something else, take these learnings, go back, and make sure that you can answer these questions using the tools that you're using today. Let's talk about how we measure success with our analytics tools, how we measure offline campaigns, because I know a lot of people are interested here on how do we measure the impact of all our offline campaigns that are driving traffic to our online properties. And then look at measuring search, display, and mobile, and then leave it there for questions and answers. So Google's mission is to organize the world's information, make it universally accessible and useful. So you could think about Google Analytics as really being a subset of that. And it's about organizing information about your website visitors and making that information universally accessible within your entire organization, not just sitting within one or two stakeholders within an organization. So it's a tool where everybody can access it, everybody sees the same data. It's a very easy to use tool. Once somebody asked me, can you please bring the installation CD along with you when you come speak to us about analytics? Good thing is there are no installation CDs. You just go online, google.com or google.co.id/analytics. It's very easy to get started. It's free, it's powerful, very easy to use. And at the end of the day, we're providing this free tool so that online marketers, digital marketers, can actually go out there and improve their online presence and basically increase their rate of conversions and improve their returns on investment. So what does this tool do? Basically, by placing analytics on your site, you can really, what I see it as, tracking three key areas of your online engagement. The first is how people actually entering your website. How did they find out about your site? What interested them enough to click through and actually get onto your website? Then once they're on your site, how did they actually behave and engage with your content? And then finally, and probably most importantly, what's causing them to leave? Did they find your content boring or not interesting enough? Or could they not find the right information? And this is really useful to know so that you get more online engagement. So rolling out analytics as a tool on your website is actually very, very easy. It's actually then getting to use it that relies a bit more thought and planning. And to me, when people ask me, what's the first thing we should be doing? I always say the first thing you should be doing is measuring your success within your analytics platform. So all analytics tools out there allow you to essentially define a goal or a set of goals for your website. So a goal can basically be anything. If you're selling online, it could be a completed purchase. If you're branding, it could simply be somebody watching your video for more than a minute. It could be somebody signing up for a newsletter or registering on the site. So within analytics, you can track up to 20 goals per profile.